This is a massive sushi roll that's 3 meters thick and 100 kilometers long, but its greatest function isn't for eating, it's for predicting the future. Just keep eating in the direction the sushi falls, and it will guide you to whatever you're looking for. But ordinary people probably couldn't even eat 5 meters before dying from overeating. To make this sushi, Toriko specifically sought out the sushi master Manchi, but since Toriko's wish was too ambitious, Manchi didn't have the ingredients needed for the giant sushi. So Toriko and his group set out to find the ingredients. First they went to New Energy Village. They shook turtles to obtain nori seaweed. Next they captured beauty fish worth billions. Then they went to King Island to retrieve rice vinegar for the sushi. Finally, risking death by stench, they successfully brought back the mega stink durian. At last Toriko had collected all the ingredients, but looking at Manchi's sleazy expression, Toriko suddenly worried this guy might ruin the ingredients they'd worked so hard to find. Just then, villagers carried over a massive cutting board 100 meters long and 50 meters wide. Manchi was already eager to begin. He hefted a piece of fish meat 10 times heavier than himself and threw it to the center of the ring. Then he started his performance. He leaped into the air. His whole body slammed directly onto the fish meat. Then he gave the fish a powerful suplex. Next he started pounding it with his sauce-covered armpits. With each strike, the fish meat became more tender and refined. Then Manchi brought out the nuke durian and beauty fish. Using the same technique, he pounded in the flavors. Finally he gave the nori a full body massage. The cooking continued for 3 days and 3 nights. Manchi was completely drained of his last bit of strength. At last, the fortune sushi was complete. The giant sushi shot up into the sky like a massive pillar. It even punched a hole through the clouds. As Toriko made his wish to find Shokurin Temple, the giant sushi began swaying back and forth. Finally it fell. Now Toriko and the others just had to eat through the sushi, and they'd find the legendary temple. The sushi was 5 meters in diameter with no end in sight. But for the glutton Toriko, this was simple. After 5 seconds they'd already advanced 2 meters. Their eating speed even shocked the cows watching nearby. Toriko grew more excited as he ate. They ate from day to night, from bustling cities to vast grasslands, through brutal deserts to the freezing Arctic. Just when Komatsu's belly was swollen like a balloon, Toriko told him they were about to reach their destination. Before them was a mysterious primeval jungle. It was inhabited by various fierce beasts, but because of the special magnetic field inside, compasses, GPS, and all other tools would fail. Getting lost meant certain death, but now they weren't afraid, because they had the fortune sushi to guide them. They continued their eating rampage, but suddenly Toriko discovered the giant sushi had been cut off at the waist. In its place was a bottomless pit. An ominous sense of danger washed over him. Suddenly a sound startled Toriko. They discovered a chubby kid secretly eating the sushi. Toriko angrily chased after him, but the guy still managed to escape. However, they accidentally discovered the legendary cloud hidden restaurant. Toriko and Komatsu couldn't wait to rush over, but just as they opened the door, the restaurant suddenly disappeared.